Today, you are going to draw a creature inspired by the lines and shapes of Miro, and you're going to draw that creature onto the background that you created using tissue paper last time in art. I've got a handout that has some examples of lines and shapes from his artwork. You can use just these lines and shapes, or you could also use any other lines or shapes that you observe in his paintings on the board. When you are thinking about creating your creature, I would start by picking a shape for the head. Remember, you can take these shapes and you can make them smaller, you can make them bigger, you can use them more than once. So I'm going to use this shape. And when you're drawing, you're going to want to press down kind of light so that you can erase if you need to. I'm pressing down hard so that you will be able to see the lines and shapes. After you have the big shape that you're going to use for your head, then you can pick shapes for the eyes, the nose, the mouth. You can add other things like hair or ears. After you're done figuring out the whole face area, then you're going to pick a shape for the body. And I think I will use this shape for the body. And I'm going to turn that shape around. So right here, I'm looking at it sideways. I don't have to draw this shape that way. I can turn this shape and draw it a different way if I would like to. When you get to the part about the arms and legs, you can decide if your creature has 2 arms and legs like a human does, or your creature could have more or fewer arms and legs. So the next step would be to look at the shapes and pick out a shape that would work for the arms and legs. I am picking certain shapes, but I want you to get creative and choose your own shapes. So even though I'm using these shapes in this order, I am hoping that you will pick different shapes for your face and your body and your arms. I would keep drawing and I would add the legs in here, I would finish up the face, and then I would be ready for the next step. You are going to get to decide for your artwork if you draw one big creature that fills up your whole paper, or you could fill your paper with a lot of smaller creatures. I decided to do one big creature, and I have finished adding all of the details. So the next step is going to be to trace those pencil lines with Sharpie. And because this Sharpie is permanent, I am going to take my time and I'm going to work really slowly to make sure that I am drawing on the pencil lines. It is okay if a little bit of the pencil shows through. You can always use the big eraser at your table and erase any pencil lines that you still see. If you get to a point where you are working on a line that's kind of curvy, I would suggest turning your paper to help you draw those big curvy lines. That's going to help keep your hand comfortable, and it's going to make it easier for you to trace over your pencil lines right on the line so that you don't have as much to erase at the end. When you are finished tracing all of your pencil lines with Sharpie, let your teacher know and they will let you know what the next step is in art today.